So to this day, The Incredibles is still probably one of my favorite movies. Ever since a kid, when I first watched this is one of the movies that I could just watch over and over and over again and never really get tired of it. In the first movie, there is this iconic scene, which I'm sure everybody remembers. And it's when the babysitter is taking care of Jack Jacks. And so in this specific scene, he turns into fire and then he shoots lasers out of his eyes. And so thinking about this scene, I was like, hey, maybe I can recreate this. How hard could it be? Now, I myself am not a 3D animator and I do not have a giant multi-million-dollar studio behind me. But what I do have is Adobe After Effects, a camera, and a cute baby. In order for me to accurately recreate this scene, I went clip by clip and I took a screenshot of every single part that I would have to recreate. In total, there were 7 different shots, 4 of which have VFX. The hardest part was probably filming with a baby. I had to make sure that I did it in a time where he was happy and that he wanted to play. And so I had to try to make this a space where he was comfortable and having fun. Once I finally got all the shots that I need, I then brought all of that footage into Premiere Pro to line them up into a timeline to match perfectly with the sequence of the movie. Then came the fun part, actually giving him powers. So to make the VFX process a lot faster, I ended up using VFX assets from Production Crate and Triune Digital. Something that I really tried to nail for these VFX shots was the lighting, especially since his superpowers both emit some sort of light. I lit up his face, his body, the floor. I also added a green light inside the bowl to make the impact a bit more realistic. And so after all of the actual VFX work is done, comes the part I'm not the best at, but something that I definitely need to work on, which is sound design and bringing in sound effects. Now, all the sound effects and music that I use for this video is all downloaded from MusicBed. They actually have this new category called sounds, and you can search by what you're looking for. For example, I needed a lot of different fire sounds. And for the music, I wanted something that had the Incredibles main theme song vibe to it. And so it was kind of like a fun, jazzy type genre. So what I did, I looked up the actual name of the song used in Incredibles and then put that in the search bar in MusicBed. And MusicBed is going to find very similar songs to the initial search that you used. So if you're interested, use the code down below for a discount whenever you signed up. And so without further ado, this is the final version. This video was definitely really fun to make. If you happen to be a VFX artist, I want to see your version of these effects, both fire control and the laser effect. So if you do make it, post it on Instagram, tag me, and that's probably the best way I can see your work, and I would love to judge it. Drop a comment down below what movie I should try to recreate next. I hope you guys stay creative and have a wonderful day. Peace.